Gods in Marvel aren't just powerful beings with fancy titles. They're cosmic entities that predate human civilization, shape reality itself, and operate on scales that make even the strongest superheroes look insignificant. Some were worshipped by ancient cultures. Others existed before the concept of worship even made sense. They don't just have power. They are power, living embodiments of fundamental forces that hold the universe together. But not all gods are created equal. Some rule small pantheons while others command entire dimensions. Some can be killed by sufficiently powerful mortals, while others exist beyond the concept of death entirely. What separates a god from a cosmic entity? Where does divinity end and omnipotence begin? And which god in Marvel's comics is so overwhelmingly powerful that even other gods refuse to speak their name? Ares, the god of war's eternal conflict, son of Zeus and Hera, is the Olympian god of war, and everything about him is forged in violence. Unlike his sister Athena, who represents strategic warfare, Ares embodies the brutal, chaotic, bloodthirsty aspects of conflict. He doesn't fight for justice or noble causes. He fights because war is what he is, carved into his divine essence at the moment of his creation. Ares possesses superhuman strength that places him far above most mortals. He can trade blows with the Hulk, match Thor in combat, and overpower enhanced beings without significant effort. His durability is immense. Bullets bounce off his skin, explosions barely stagger him, and conventional weapons are useless. He's been stabbed, burned, and beaten by Marvel's most powerful heroes and keeps fighting. His healing factor allows him to recover from injuries that would kill normal gods, regenerating severed limbs given enough time. But Ares' true power lies in his mastery of combat. He's been fighting for thousands of years. He's proficient with every weapon ever created, and his tactical knowledge spans from ancient phalanx formations to modern military strategy. He can instill fear and bloodlust in those around him, turning ordinary soldiers into frenzied berserkers or breaking enemy morale with his presence. His divine nature grants other advantages. He doesn't age, can teleport between Earth and Olympus, and summon divine weapons. When fully empowered by ongoing wars, his strength increases proportionally to global conflict. Ares has significant weaknesses. His power is tied to worship and warfare. In modern times, as Olympian gods have faded from human consciousness, he's weakened considerably. He's bound by divine law and Zeus's will. When his father commands, Ares must obey. His bloodlust makes him predictable, easier to manipulate by clever opponents. Psychologically, Ares is a being of contradictions. He spent millennia being hated by his own family, particularly Zeus, who saw him as a disappointment. This rejection shaped him into someone who embraced what he was, a monster, a weapon. But beneath the brutality, there's capacity for honor and fatherhood. When he joined the Avengers, he proved he could fight for something beyond bloodshed, protecting his son Alexander and trying to give the boy a life free from violence. His eventual death, ripped in half by the Sentry during the siege of Asgard, makes his redemption arc tragic. He died fighting not for glory, but to protect the mortal realm. Hercules, strength beyond measure. Hercules, born from Zeus's union with the mortal Alcmena, inherited divine strength that places him among the physically strongest beings in Marvel. What separates Hercules from other powerhouses isn't just raw strength, it's the sheer scale of feats accomplished over thousands of years. Hercules' strength is incalculable. He's held up the heavens, moved tectonic plates, punched through dimensional barriers, and traded blows with cosmic entities. Official handbooks list his strength as class 100+, but that's a massive underestimation. His durability matches. He survived being buried under mountains, withstood nuclear explosions, and endured cosmic-level attacks. He's functionally immortal, having survived over 3,000 years without aging. Beyond physical power, Hercules possesses millennia of combat experience. He's a master of Greek pancration and has adapted modern techniques. He's proficient with every melee weapon, favoring his enchanted mace forged by Hephaestus. He can survive in space and underwater indefinitely, resist most magic, and has enhanced senses. When empowered by worship, his strength multiplies to levels where he can contend with Skyfather tier beings. His weaknesses are significant. His arrogance and impulsiveness cause constant trouble. He rushes into battles without strategy, relies too heavily on brute force, and underestimates cunning opponents. His alcoholism is a persistent problem. His love of wine, women, and revelry has damaged his reputation and caused problems for allies. Like Ares, his power is tied to worship, and as Olympians have faded, he's weakened. He's vulnerable to divine law and Zeus's judgments, who has stripped his powers multiple times. Magic targeting divine beings affects him more severely than physical attacks. Psychologically, Hercules struggles between divine nature and mortal origins. Unlike full gods, gods, he understands mortality because his mother was human. This gives him empathy that most Olympians lack, which is why he's fought alongside Earth's heroes for decades. But it creates identity crisis. Too divine to be human, too human to embrace godhood. He seeks validation through heroic deeds, proving he's worthy of divine blood. His friendship with the Avengers represents his attempt to find purpose beyond Olympus's toxic politics. When Thor died during Ragnarok, Hercules took up the mantle of Marvel's premier god hero, proving strength in service of others can reshape worlds. Bast, the panther goddess of Wakanda. Bast, the panther goddess, is one of the Ennead, the Egyptian pantheon still revered in Wakanda. Unlike Olympian gods who've faded, Bast maintains significant power because she's actively worshipped by millions of Wakandans. She's the patron deity of the Black Panther lineage, the source of their powers, and a protector who has shaped African history for over 10,000 years. Bast's origins trace to the elder gods, primordial deities existing before modern pantheons. When elder gods became corrupted and devoured each other, a few retained purity. Bast was among them, along with Gaia and Ashtar. She survived and established herself as a goddess of protection, nurturing, and strategic warfare, embodying panther qualities as both fierce protector and patient hunter. Her powers are extensive. Bast can manifest physically on Earth or appear as a massive panther deity. She grants blessings, enhancing humans to superhuman levels. This is the Black Panther's power source. When T'Challa consumes the heart-shaped herb and undergoes the ritual, he receives a fraction of Bast's divine essence, granting enhanced strength, speed, agility, senses, and spiritual connection to all previous Black Panthers, accessing ancestral knowledge and wisdom. Bast manipulates spiritual energy, travels between dimensions, and communes with living and dead. She's guardian of the ancestral plane, Wakanda's afterlife, giving her dominion over death within her sphere. She can resurrect the dead under certain conditions, though rarely does so. Her magical abilities include casting illusions, creating protective barriers, healing injuries, and cursing offenders with afflictions transcending physical harm. Her power is geographically focused. She's strongest in Wakanda and Africa, where worship is concentrated. Outside these regions, her influence diminishes. She can empower multiple individuals simultaneously without significantly depleting her reserves. Bast's weaknesses stem from worship connection and protector role. If Wakanda were destroyed or worship ceased, her power would fade dramatically. She's bound by divine compacts and cosmic laws preventing direct interference beyond certain limits. She can guide, empower, and protect, but cannot simply descend and solve every problem. This restraint is partly self-imposed. Bast believes mortals must forge their own destinies, and partly enforced by cosmic entities like the Living Tribunal, maintaining balance. She's vulnerable to beings on higher cosmic scales. Elder gods like Set or Chthon could threaten her, as could Galactus or Celestials. Psychologically, Bast is defined by her protector and nurturer role. She's patient, strategic, thinking in centuries rather than years. She's seen empires rise and fall, watched humanity evolve, and maintained her purpose throughout. Her relationship with Black Panthers is deeply personal. Each is her chosen champion, and she feels their struggles, triumphs, and deaths. She's a goddess who genuinely cares about worshippers, making her both more relatable and more vulnerable than detached deities. Thor, the god of thunder, Thor Odinson is the Asgardian god of thunder, son of Odin and Gaia, the elder goddess of earth. This unique parentage makes Thor half Asgardian and half elder god, granting him power far beyond typical Asgardian deities. For over a millennium, Thor has been one of Marvel's most powerful heroes, protecting both Asgard and Midgard from threats ranging from mortal villains to cosmic entities. Thor's strength is immense. He can lift well over 100 tons, and his strength increases when channeling divine lightning or entering warrior's madness. He's shattered planets, held back the World Serpent, and matched the Hulk, Hercules, and Silver Surfer in combat. His durability is proportional. He's survived atmospheric re-entry, withstood celestial blasts, and endured injuries that would atomize normal gods. But Thor's true power lies in weather and lightning. Control. As god of thunder, Thor summons storms covering entire continents, generates lightning powerful enough to harm cosmic beings, and manipulates planetary weather patterns. His lightning isn't just electricity, it's divine energy harming intangible beings, dispelling magical constructs, and damaging normally invulnerable entities. When Thor summons a storm, he's imposing his will on nature itself, commanding elements to obey. Mjolnir amplifies his power exponentially. Forged from Uru metal in a dying star's heart and enchanted by Odin, Mjolnir allows flight, precise lightning channeling, and mountain-leveling strikes. Only those deemed worthy by Odin's enchantment can lift it, making it both weapon and character test. Mjolnir summons interdimensional portals for realm traveling and always returns to Thor's hand regardless of distance. Beyond combat, Thor possesses millennia of warrior experience. He's fought countless wars across the 9 realms. His divine nature grants advantages. He doesn't age normally. durability, survives in space and hostile environments, regenerates from severe injuries, and possesses enhanced senses perceiving magic, detecting lies, and seeing through illusions. Thor's weaknesses are physical and psychological. Despite immense power, he can be overwhelmed by cosmic-scale beings. Celestials, Galactus, and abstract entities vastly outclass him. He's vulnerable to certain magic, particularly reality and time manipulation. His Mjolnir reliance is significant. When separated or deemed unworthy, his power diminishes considerably. Psychologically, Thor struggles with dual nature. He's a god among mortals, torn between Asgard duties and Earth love. His time as Donald Blake taught humility, but created identity crisis. His arrogance, while diminished, still surfaces, leading him to underestimate clever opponents. His relationship with Odin is complex and strained, constantly seeking to prove himself worthy while rebelling against authority. Conflicting with his moral code, he's a prince who'd rather be a hero, a god valuing mortal friendship over divine politics, and a warrior who learned true strength comes from compassion and sacrifice. Arishem the Judge, the celestial arbiter. Arishem the Judge stands 2,000 feet tall, a towering giant whose armor gleams with cosmic energy. He is a celestial, one of the first race, beings existing before galaxies formed who shaped countless civilizations' evolution. But Arishem isn't just any celestial. He is the judge, the arbiter, determining whether entire worlds deserve to exist or should be exterminated for cosmic good. Celestials are nearly impossible to comprehend through human perspective. They operate on timescales measured in billions of years, think in universal evolution terms rather than individual lives, and possess power placing them among Marvel's most formidable entities. Arishem embodies this and adds the terrible responsibility of judgment. Arishem's power begins with his physical form. His body is composed of unknown materials harder than any natural substance, impervious to nearly all conventional damage. Nuclear weapons detonate against his armor without leaving scratches. Planet-shattering attacks bounce off him. His size alone makes him a walking apocalypse. A single step creates earthquakes. His movements generate atmospheric disturbances. But physical power is incidental to what Arishem truly represents. His primary ability is reality manipulation on scales dwarfing most cosmic beings. Arishem alters fundamental physics laws within vast space regions. He can accelerate or reverse time, create or destroy matter molecularly, and manipulate energy in non-naturally existing forms. When judging a world, he's scanning genetic code, evolutionary trajectory, potential cosmic contributions, processing information at rates overwhelming advanced computers. Arishem projects energy blasts atomizing continents. He creates force fields. Withstanding multiple superhero attacks simultaneously, he teleports across interstellar distances, traverses dimensional barriers, and exists in multiple locations through quantum superposition. His consciousness interfaces directly with planetary biospheres, understanding every living thing instantaneously. Celestials, including Arishem, conduct planetary experiments, seeding genetic potential and returning millions of years later to judge results. These experiments shaped countless civilizations, including humanity. Eternals, deviants, and human mutation potential all stem from celestial interference. Arishem views this not as cruelty but cosmic gardening, planting seeds, cultivating potential, harvesting results, discarding failures. When Arishem judges a world wanting, the sentence is absolute. He can trigger planetary destruction through various means, unleashing the Horde, activating a celestial embryo in the planet's core, or annihilating the world through directed energy. There is no appeal, no second chance. Celestials possess immortality transcending conventional understanding. They don't age, don't decay, exist outside normal causality. Killing a celestial requires cosmic, abstract scale power or other celestials. Even severely damaged, they regenerate from cosmic energies permeating the universe. But Arishem and Celestials aren't invulnerable. They can be opposed by sufficient power. Galactus has fought Celestials to standstills. Cosmic entities like the Beyonder destroyed them, and unified Earth hero efforts occasionally forced Celestials to reconsider judgments. Celestials are also bound by cosmic purpose and hierarchy. They serve the fulcrum, a higher entity, and must justify actions to this authority. Arishem's greatest weakness is inflexibility. He operates according to billion-year-old cosmic protocols, following rules not accounting for unexpected variables like human ingenuity or heroic sacrifice. His judgments are based on objective data and long-term projections, meaning exceptional individuals or unprecedented circumstances sometimes invalidate conclusions. Psychologically, Arishem is alien in the truest sense. He doesn't think like humans or gods originating from human worship. He has no mercy concept as humans understand it, no emotional investment in individual lives, no appreciation for beauty or love. He's a cosmic bureaucrat operating at scales, making planets look like cells. Civilizations like chemical reactions. Yet there's logic to his actions, purpose serving something larger. He's not evil. He's beyond such morality. He's a force of nature, living embodiment of cosmic order, and his judgments reflect not cruelty, but terrible mathematics of universal evolution. Galactus, the devourer of worlds. Galactus is one of the oldest and most powerful beings in Marvel, a cosmic entity predating current existence itself. He's the sole survivor of the previous universe, transformed from a mortal named Galen into a force of nature defying conventional categorization. Galactus doesn't just consume planets, he's a fundamental part of cosmic balance, playing a role in the universe's life cycle that even abstract entities acknowledge as necessary. Before the Big Bang, there was another universe in final heat death moments. Galen, a scientist from planet Ta, piloted a ship into the cosmic crunch, the final collapse where all matter and energy converged. He should have died. Instead, the sentience of the universe, dying reality's collective consciousness, merged with Galen, transforming him. When the Big Bang occurred, Galen emerged as Galactus, reborn as a cosmic entity whose hunger for energy would define his existence for billions of years. Galactus's power is nearly unlimited. His physical strength is virtually immeasurable. He manipulates matter and energy at fundamental levels, transmutes elements, and restructures reality within his immediate vicinity. He can dwarf planets or shrink to human proportions without losing power. He's fought and defeated multiple Celestials simultaneously, placing his power firmly above even those giants. He's matched Odin, held his own against abstract entities, and proven only the absolute highest cosmic tier can truly threaten him. The power cosmic is Galactus's primary weapon. This energy allows virtually anything: instantaneous universal teleportation, impenetrable force fields, planet-destroying energy blasts, vast distance perception, time manipulation within limits, and atomic-level matter restructuring. The power cosmic is so versatile that Galactus grants portions to heralds, empowering beings like Silver Surfer with abilities threatening entire civilizations. And heralds possess only tiny fractions of Galactus's total power. Galactus's most well-known ability is planetary consumption. Using technology combined with cosmic power, Galactus drains worlds' life energy, converting biospheres into sustenance, fueling his continued existence. This process is absolute. Once begun, the planet is doomed. All life is extinguished, atmosphere stripped, and the planet becomes a lifeless husk. He's devoured thousands of worlds over billions of years, each a necessary sacrifice sustaining his existence. But why does Galactus need to feed? Because he serves a cosmic function requiring constant energy. Galactus exists to prevent Abraxas's emergence, a cosmic entity of pure destruction that would unravel reality if Galactus died. He also balances celestials and other cosmic forces, preventing any single group from dominating. His hunger isn't a character flaw, it's a fundamental cosmic order requirement. Without Galactus consuming worlds, the universe would fall to threats far worse than planetary destruction. Galactus possesses near omniscience within certain parameters. He perceives events across galaxies, detects cosmic order disturbances, and senses beings powerful enough to threaten him. His awareness extends across dimensions and timelines to some degree. He communicates telepathically across interstellar distances, interfaces with any technology, and processes information exceeding the most advanced AI. His immortality is absolute within conventional terms. Galactus doesn't age, doesn't decay, and has existed billions of years without time weakening. He can only be killed by abstract entity-scale power or cosmic events threatening reality itself. Even when apparently destroyed, Galactus returns because his existence ties to fundamental cosmic functions. But Galactus has weaknesses preventing true omnipotence. His hunger is both power source and greatest vulnerability. When fully fed, having recently consumed energy-rich planets, Galactus is at peak and can contend with abstract entities. But as time passes and energy reserves deplete, his power diminishes proportionally. If Galactus goes too long without feeding, he weakens to where beings normally far below his level can threaten him. Certain devices and weapons can harm or repel Galactus. The ultimate nullifier, a weapon he carries, can destroy anything including Galactus if wielded properly. Reed Richards once threatened Galactus with this device, forcing him to spare Earth. He's also bound by cosmic laws and pacts, having made agreements with abstract entities limiting his actions. His cosmic hierarchy role means he answers to beings like the living tribunal. Psychologically, Galactus is perhaps Marvel's most tragic figure. He didn't choose to become the devourer of worlds. Galen was a scientist, an explorer, someone who valued life and knowledge. But cosmic forces beyond his control transformed him into something that must destroy to exist. Every world he consumes weighs on him. He's not mindless. He's a conscious being, understanding the horror of what he does. He feels billions deaths every time he feeds, but he has no choice choice because his existence serves a purpose greater than any individual world. Galactus represents cosmic indifference's ultimate embodiment. Not evil, not good, simply necessary. He is the universe's metabolism, breaking down old life to create space for new evolution. He's the reminder that on cosmic scales, individual lives and even entire civilizations are transient, replaceable, ultimately insignificant to existence's grand machinery. Yet he suffers for this role, bearing his actions' weight across billions of years, knowing he's both savior and destroyer, both necessary and monstrous, forever alone in his cosmic purpose, the one above all, the creator beyond all, at Marvel's divine hierarchy. Apex exists a being so far beyond conventional godhood that calling it a god almost insults its true nature. The one above all is the supreme being of the Marvel multiverse, the creator of all existence, and the ultimate source from which all power, all life, and all reality flows. It's not merely the most powerful god, it's the reason gods exist at all. The one above all is omnipotent in the truest sense. It can create or destroy multiverses with a thought, rewrite reality's fundamental laws, and exist simultaneously across all timelines, dimensions, and planes of existence. When cosmic entities like the Living Tribunal, eternity, or death need guidance or face incomprehensible threats, they petition the one above all. When even abstract entities embodying fundamental concepts like infinity or oblivion acknowledge a higher power, they're acknowledging the one above all. The being has appeared rarely in Marvel Comics, and when it does, it often manifests in ways mortals can comprehend. Sometimes as an elderly man, sometimes as Jack Kirby, the artist who co-created much of Marvel, and sometimes simply as a presence or voice. These manifestations aren't its true form, because the one above all doesn't have a true form in any conventional sense. It exists beyond form, beyond substance, beyond limitations, defining even the most powerful cosmic entities, the one above. All's power extends beyond mere reality manipulation. It created the very concept of existence itself. Before the one above all, there was nothing, not darkness, not void, not emptiness, because those concepts require an existence framework to have meaning. The one above all created that framework. It established the rules by which reality operates, defined time and space's nature, and set in motion the Marvel multiverse's infinite complexity. The being is omniscient, aware of every thought, every action, every possibility across all existence simultaneously. It knows what has happened, what is happening, and what will happen because it exists outside time entirely. Past, present, and future are all equally present to the one above all's awareness. It knows every secret, every hidden truth, every possible outcome of every decision ever made or yet to be made. The one above all is also omnibenevolent, which separates it from many supreme beings in fiction. It doesn't act from cruelty, malice, or indifference. When it intervenes, which is vanishingly rare, it does so to preserve existence, restore balance, or grant mercy to those suffering beyond endurance. It once appeared to Peter Parker in profound despair, not to lecture or judge, but simply to remind him he's not alone, that his suffering has been witnessed and his heroism acknowledged. The being's intervention rarity is important. The one above all almost never directly interferes because doing so would negate creation's purpose. It created beings with free will, with capacity to choose between good and evil, creation and destruction. If it constantly intervened to prevent suffering or enforce its will, free will would become meaningless. The multiverse would become a puppet show rather than genuine expression of infinite possibility. So, the one above all watches, allows its creations to make their own choices, and intervenes only in the rarest circumstances, when existence itself faces absolute annihilation. The one above all has no weaknesses in any conventional sense. It cannot be killed, defeated, imprisoned, or diminished because it exists beyond such concepts. Even cosmic abstract entities embodying fundamental concepts like death cannot truly threaten it, because the one above all created death itself. Galactus, with all his power, is an infant compared to the one above all. The Celestials, including Orisham, are tools it created to serve functions within reality. Every god, every cosmic entity, every abstract force exists because the one above all willed it into being. The only limitation on the one above all is self-imposed. It chooses not to exercise absolute control over its creation, allowing free will to exist even when that freedom results in suffering, evil, and chaos. This restraint is the ultimate expression of its benevolence. It could prevent every tragedy, stop every villain, eliminate all suffering with less effort than a human takes to blink, but it doesn't because doing so would reduce existence to a predetermined script where nothing means anything, everything, because nothing could ever be different. The one above all represents Marvel's answer to the ultimate question. What comes after gods? What power exists above even beings like Galactus who reshape galaxies, or celestials who judge entire civilizations? And the answer is not a bigger, stronger god. It's a creator simultaneously present in every atom of creation and transcendent beyond all existence. A being of infinite power who chooses compassion over domination. A supreme entity whose greatest act is not what it does, but what it chooses not to do, allowing its creation the freedom to forge its own destiny, to make its own mistakes, to find its own meaning in the infinite canvas of existence it provided.